Hello, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heij and I believe in dragons. Wow, this is actually a place that I haven't been for a long time. In this place of the forest. In this place of the forest, I was actually talking to my dragon, where I was actually very hard. I mean, talking for like everyone, talking to the dragon, and this was a place actually that I did one of the first rituals in the forest. I was actually very unsure in what I have to do. I didn't know what to do, but it like my dragon was for some reason very very strong in this place of the forest, and so I could hear my dragon very very much, and so I was completely guided by the dragon. And this was also the place, the first time that I ever did Skyclad. So that was scary a bit, and yet on the other hand, it was relieving. I mean, it was something beautiful at the same time, and yet I was scared to be caught. And so but I'm very actually sure that no one will catch me here in this forest. But on the other hand, yeah, there is always a chance, of course. I more than ever then knew why it's being called Draconic Wicca, because in Wicca, in the old days, normal Wicca, they sometimes also do Skyclad rituals, and these are very powerful rituals, but most of the time this is being said by some kind of a priest that said, now we are going to strip and come before our gods in just our natural way, how we are born. Well, for the dragon is something more different, but it's also coming to the same thing, coming to Skyclad. That is because you are having these voices in your head from the dragon that are actually saying that you should remove your clothes. And when I say why, feel it for yourself. Actually feel the urge to do so. And so yeah, I felt it very much, and I came to actually know that the dragon does not look at your body for the first time. The dragon firmly actually sees your soul, and your soul is draconic, and that is why actually that is what I came to understand in this place. But I wanted to continue actually something about a different thing, and that is what I saw tonight. Last night I had a dream about a dragon, and not simply a dragon, I mean my dragon. And that has been for such a long time that I finally have seen my dragon. But there was something different about my dragon. It felt very much as my lord that I continue to bow down for, but there was something different. And this difference was the color. The color, that was the very first time that I've seen the dragon in this kind of a color. And I know what it means, of course. It was red. Their scales were completely in red. And I know what this means. I mean, dragons are shapeshifters, and they continue also to shift their color, whatever they mean, whatever they want, whatever they have in their desire and mind, so will their scales, shapes change in color. And this time it was in red, and I've never seen this before. Yet I know what it means. I've searched this down. That means that the dragon has no boundaries. The dragon goes all the way, and that means red, fierce and hard. And so more like Fafnir's image, but it's not Fafnir. I mean, most of the time it's Tiamat, but Tiamat as well can do this as well. And so it was not only the red shape of my dragon. My dragon was not even looking at me, not paying attention to me, but performing a scene or something like that, a scene that I should see. I was witnessing it, but the dragon was not paying attention to me. But she was not alone. Next to my dragon was a large giant wolf. A wolf. I've never actually see a dragon and a wolf together, but I've seen wolves alone. In Leviathan's Void, for example, almost every lost souls that are down there with Leviathan, most of the time they are going to being shaped in the form of a wolf. And because a wolf is a very very strong soul, not only a guide but also a leader, a wolf is a spirit that a lot of people also used to communicate with. especially Native Americans and people like this. But I came to realize why, because I've seen a lot of wolves, and these wolves were very, very strong and powerful, and somewhere I actually feel that they have a connection, but I don't know where. But this was the very first time I've seen the wolf and my dragon in a red shape, and what of course I was so happy to see my dragon again, but I could not interact with her. I could not interact even with this wolf. I could only watch and just see how you feel later on. That is always the case, by the way, that you see on the aftermath how you feel, how you felt when you saw the dragon and the wolf together. And it was not only looking at each other, they were constantly like playing with each other or something like that. You know, my brothers and sisters, I don't know everything about what is this and the meaning of that. I also need to solve the puzzle sometimes, and this also is a puzzle, but I'm so happy to see my dragon again. It was certainly my dragon. The energy was completely like my dragon, but the wolf as well, actually a bit. So they were going in circles and playing around just like two infants, and so I could see them. And so I don't know why my lord had the shape of a red dragon, the red dragon that she was. I only saw her in black, in white, in brown, but red. That was the first time. Even in blue, but not red. And red, like I say, it means that the dragon has no boundaries, no limits. It continues, and it will go all the way, because at the end, at just a brief second of this dream, the wolf was facing me, and it seemed like it was having a smile or something. I didn't even know wolves could have this, like looking at me, and then just the dream end. Like I said, dreams are mystery. Dreams, sometimes when you dream a lot, then the dragon can take this to their advantage. They can take you along into their realms, and so you will see what you need to see. And I believe that this is the case with myself as well, that I was simply had to see something, and so I can make out of it whatever I feel. But the problem is that I actually don't know for the moment, so I will continue to examine it and to review it. I will write it down in my book of Dragon Shadows, and so I will actually try to analyze it more. So in my book of Dragon Shadows, there are a lot of dreams that I had with my dragon, but this one was the first as the red dragon, as also the wolf that is standing by the side of my lord. What does this wolf mean? Have you ever seen a wolf? Have you ever felt a wolf? I mean, all the animals are important for me. I've came to learn that my lord, my dragon, is not a human, and so the humans will call the dragons an animal. So I have a lot more respect ever since I'm on the dragon's path for animals. Animals are, of course, I always had more respect for animals, but whenever I was on the dragon's path, then they called my lord an animal, then I say no. Every animal is life. Every animal is important, and more than ever, I came to understand that they would kill the dragon just like they killed the animals here. But yeah, for that, dreams. A lot of dreams actually have teach me a lot, and also that was also something that happened here. This skyclad ritual that I did was actually guided because I was in some kind of a trance, in some kind of a meditation. Meditation is also between consciousness and unconsciousness, and so you can come into the same state as to a very vivid dream like I had last night. And so the dragon can take this to their advantage, and so talk in your dreams and know what you are feeling. The dragon knows what you feel, and the dragon also knew that I wanted this. I wanted to have this skyclad ritual, and yet I was so afraid but I should not let my fear for being caught be overwhelming for the pleasure that I had with dancing with my dragon. Of course it was without clothes, but the dragon can see us better if this is the case. So yeah, yeah, like I said, there is a lot of this in my book of Dragon Shadows. The urge to do rituals, to do some rituals actually that is far stronger than myself, that I cannot resist of doing them, such as Skyglide, but also other rituals that I just cannot resist of doing it. It's not even a ritual. I'm being led to do this, and I believe that dreams like this is also a scene so that I can be led to do something, and you as well. If you have dreams, you don't even have to have dreams about dragons. Your feelings, your unconsciousness sometimes is far stronger, and this is how you should be yourself be guided by the dragon, so that you will know what you need to do. For the moment, of course, I don't know what to do, but this is the only things that I can count on, not on other humans, not on a priest or something, but the things that my dragon has shown me. But like I said, wolves, there are these beings are very strong. It's not for nothing that in Leviathan's Void they are all transformed into the guardians of the void, and which are wolves. I've seen them, but they could not touch me. They didn't want to touch me, because if you are going on Leviathan's Void, you are very much protected by Leviathan himself, and so these wolves has to stand down. And so like I said, very interesting all. I hope that one day you can dream about your dragons, so that you will also find out what you need to do and what you have to do, because with all of us, we all have different things to do. How to reach our dragon, that is all different with every one of us, and so this is just the same thing. All the guidance that we have from the dragon is all for a reason. Also, I know that this dream was also for a reason. The wolf and the dragon, and the red dragon, and the dragon that actually has no boundaries, going all the way without any limits. I'm very curious where this will lead. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.